talk about your experiences and things you've been doing here.
We got a lot of work done. Finishing the EP. Well, it's already finished. Starting the album. Yeah, it's history, man. This is 2020. Everything that I said I was gonna do, I'm gonna do, and I'm already doing it. So, just stay tuned and see what's going to explode. What's gonna happen right in front of you. You're not even gonna know what's gonna happen.
What is your actual goal right now as an artist? Beyond the obvious, you know?
Beyond the obvious, being the greatest. I am the greatest. I feel like I am the greatest. But I just want to be that dude that defeats all the odds. Every single odd.
Can I ask what your odds are right now?
Yeah. Just being the GOAT is not something that's really hard to me because I make good music anyway. But beating the odds and doing everything different. Like, you know how they say, oh, he did this, so he's supposed to do that, or he did this, so he must be doing that. Nah, I want to just be, oh, he did that, or he did that. Not because of this, but that. Just want to do it, you know.
So where you been? You're 30-something, right? Where you been? What's taking so long?
Oh, dang, you put my age out there. I've been everywhere.
Okay.
I've been everywhere. I had a name change. I had a couple things that kind of like made me trip before, but I picked myself up, and I'm bigger and better than I've ever been in my life.
We only learn from the mistakes that we make, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Except this time I ain't taking my foot off the gas. Every other time, you know, I would get to this point, and then I would just like ease up a little bit, because I would be like, all right, cool, I ain't gotta do much. Nah, you gotta keep that motherfucking foot on that pedal. Keep going. Consistency is so crucial in this game. It's not even funny, and it took me the longest time to learn that, but I'm learning it and learned it and try to apply to everything, so that way that's why everything, you always see me working. Always. I'm always working.
Is that what GM stands for? Like general manager of like your brand? Because that's kind of what I associated it with.
I was God made before I did GM, and somebody tried to steal my name, and basically, it's like I elevated and it all evolved into GM. GM is just like plain and simple, right to the point. Because that's my music. It's right to the point. I'm not no beat around the bush type of dude. I'm not no dude that's gonna try to sound like everybody else just because it's hot. So, GM. Don't require that much breath. It's 2 letters.
So you just had a baby. How does that affect your writing?
It don't really affect my writing. It affects my drive. It does affect my writing because then I got like smooth, but it affects my drive way more because now I look at them and it's like I gotta make sure they better off than I was. I gotta make sure they grow up with things that I didn't grow up with, and be things that I'm not, and be better than the things that I am. I guess I'm matured. A lot of people would say that I'm matured.
I'm sure you would agree that as an older artist, you're gonna make less mistakes because at this point in time, your life experience is.
That's the thing. Like when we blow up and God knows we about to. When that time comes, I feel like I'm not gonna have all of these problems that regular artists have, where they gotta get used to being famous. One, I'm not famous, but I know a lot of people and I feel famous. Famous is a feeling, if you ask me. Like, if you don't feel famous, you're not famous. You can be famous, you can not feel famous and be famous as fuck all over the world. And I mean, people will perceive you that, but do you really feel like you're famous? I feel like when you're famous and you feel it, it makes you carry yourself differently. Like, you carry yourself, you watch everything. Everything is being analyzed 24/7. So like, I was famous since the day I was born. Like, it's like I always knew I was better than where I was living, I always knew like there's gotta be something better for me. There is definitely something better for me. I don't know what it is yet, but I know there's something better, and that was that feeling. I could just feel it. I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy. I never really talked about that. some things that's something I just like thought about. Like, damn, why do I have this feeling that I'm better than what I'm going through? Like, why do I have this feeling? Then once I start to understand it, and I got used to like feeling it, it was like that's why. And here we are, good old California. Crazy. First time I went to California, I was by myself. And I had like $100 on me, no management with me. And I was at a fucking VMAs event and met some guy's name. He was like, he was giving me credits, and I'm just sitting there like, I didn't know what to say to him. I have no management there, so I couldn't really say much. I didn't know what, Before that, I'd never been around. Cali's a different, different environment. I don't have a cycle really. I don't really have I've done that already. I've tried to be the traditional rapper, do the video, the single, and that would promote the EP. Nah, at first I wasn't even gonna drop the EP. Comes out April 1st, by the way. April 1st. To be honest with you, I wasn't even thinking about dropping it. I was just gonna hold it until I needed to present something, present a body of work. Me and my team, we had discussed how we were gonna move about that, and that was the motion going forward. And then I started getting this feel like, you know what? We had a meeting, sitting at Denny's, and we were just talking like, maybe we should drop it now. What are we holding it for? Because it's probably right now the 7 best tracks I've ever done in my life. And it's crazy because that was before, up until 2 days ago. And I was in the studio and I just started recording the album. So I got an EP and an album. The album, we don't really know the release date, but April 1st is the EP. It's called Energy. It's the type of time I'm on. Everything is about energy.
What is like the energy that you like to give off?
I'm real laid back, so I smile a lot. So I'll probably be like, yo, what's up?
That's important, right?
Yeah, like I feel like smile. I don't know what it is. I got an aggressive feature, so when I smile, it makes almost like a mind fuck. It's like he smiles. What else he do? It's like, I'm not oblivious to the fact that I look mean. A lot of people tell me that, but just my look,
You're a DB, right?
A DB, like a defensive back?
Correct.
Nah, I was a linebacker, outside linebacker, semi-pro.
So is it safe to say that you were spending a lot of time playing football besides working on your rap career?
Yeah. Actually, when so last year around this time, we in January. Last year around this time, I gave up music for like 6-7 months. I gave it up. And I was like, I'm wasting time because I went on a tour. I'm not gonna speak on the person I went on tour, but I went on tour. It wasn't what I expected, and I didn't really feel like I got my money's worth from the tour. So then I ran into another issue with a director, and pretty much my video was being held. It was a lot of things. We had technical difficulties with it. It was just, so I gave up music, and then football kind of like found me. And football was kind of like me just trying to be a teenager again and me be back in high school. It was fun, painful. Because I used to play in high school. I was always a running back, receiver type guy. So used to paint, I'm used to contact. So this is why I'm in the gym so much, because I'm just a natural athlete. But I had to make my mind up, and that's when I started working with Entourage. And from there, from the day I signed with Entourage, it was just history. Like everything just started changing, like everything. I didn't have a team before Entourage. I did, but I didn't. I didn't have a team that literally gets together. We get together, we get on a conference call at least once a week and talk about new things that we need to implement on the coming week. It's like, we are such a brand right now that it's like, I'm surprised. I'm just sitting there just like, 'cause you go from being by yourself and being with, I had a manager, I had one manager, shout out to Julio Jones, man. Julio Jones, that's my dude. Had one manager, and just me and him doing everything, and then you go from that to having 8 or 9 people in your corner that are really dedicated to you, trying to make you shine, because they know that when you shine, they gonna shine.
What are some of the things that you choose to write about? Is it calculated, or is it more like what's on top of your head at the time?
Damn, that's a great question. Sometimes it's a little bit of both. Sometimes if I hear a song, I'm like, yo, I need to make women get up and shake their butt to this. So I'm gonna talk about this. Or I need the drug dealer standing on the corner, 3 o'clock in the morning. I need them to feel this when they on that corner. Like, I need them to rap this on the block to their friends, cite this, And then there's times when it's just like, I had a badass day. And it's like, I just want to write all my pain on a piece of paper. And I want the paper to feel the anger that I'm getting. I want the lyrics to hit. So it's a little bit of both. I'm not gonna say it's one more than the other. I started doing with the pain. Like, the pain is what drove me. It still drives me. I learned how to get creative with it, and not always sound like I'm in pain, but sound like I'm in pain. Like, you can just hear my voice. I got a certain sound that you can't really just steal, or you can't just find in a regular rapper, SoundCloud rapper. So I got a distinctive sound that I feel like it's gonna separate me from everybody. That goes for the industry artist that's on right now. One day I'm gonna be the greatest one. I'm gonna be the greatest to ever touch a mic.